Well, did you hear it? A mysterious boom rocked South Philadelphia. Many took to social media asking what caused it. Some people called 911. Greg Argos spoke with those rocked awake, trying to figure out what caused it.
That's the sound. Have you heard it? A series of startling booms are being reported in northeastern Sacramento County, and people say they've been hearing these noises for months.
Developing tonight, a mystery boom that has people buzzing. Neighbors from Lavernia to Karnes City say they heard a loud explosion. Now everyone is speculating what it could have been.
Huge boom is what sparked a flood of 911 calls in Cabarrus County.
There was just a huge boom and my whole backyard lit up.
Some people who live on Grand Island are shaken up over a series of mysterious bombs that they heard going off. Nobody has been able to definitively pinpoint the source.
Brazoria County deputies first reported hearing loud booms a few months back in this area between Manville and Alvin called Alvin Heights.
Viewers in the Moore area tell us they heard a loud and mysterious boom sometime last night. It was so loud that a lot of people actually called 911 about it.
I even felt it in West Mobile, Denise and Byron. It happened just after 10:10 this morning. That's when our phones and our Facebook page lit up with comments.
It startled us and it kind of shook the windows.
And no one seems to know where it's coming from or even what it is. It's the mystery in Catlin, but just about everybody is talking about it and heard it, this loud boom that most describe as an explosion.
Welcome back, usual suspects. This is SuspectSky. Here at this channel, we have covered the USN phenomenon for quite some time. USNs stand for Unidentified Strange Noises. And back in 2012, when this began to flare up, at least in modern history, this has been around for quite some time. It does seem that a large number of these are easily explainable, from things like meteor airbursts, or perhaps machinery, or even factories and outgassing at power plants, but a lot of them are not. There are some USNs that occur in the same location repeatedly over a number of nights, and particularly when residents in those areas have never heard those noises before, it starts to add to the mystery. Besides the mystery booms, which have covered a lot of media attention lately, there are many other types of USNs, and these include my personal favorite, the roar, which I have personally experienced in my apartment in 2012 in downtown Pittsburgh. It sounded like a jet engine was sort of sitting above my apartment for about 45 minutes. There are other noises as well. There is the shriek, and the bell, and the siren. Although this phenomenon may seem to have been receding in the last few years since 2012, there are a number of sporadic and very interesting cases. And these are some of the top cases that we're going to cover during this video. We think that these are the most authentic USNs that we've identified, and in collaboration with our friends over at Enigma Seeker, we are proud to present this video. Please enjoy.
A startling noise from sirens that have gone off twice in the last several days, and we've been looking into why.
It's a big mystery right now. Camille Connor joins us live from where one of the sirens, they say, went off near Lucy Park. And Camille, city officials have yet to find the answer for why those sirens are going off.
The city officials with the traffic department say they haven't found anything wrong with their sirens, but there's no question that people have been hearing whatever this noise is. As a matter of fact, I spoke with a resident who says she heard and saw this siren right behind me going off. Ominous. Loud. Almost like something out of an apocalyptic movie. But for City Acosta, hearing the sirens around 6:45 last Monday morning was all too real.
I was preparing for my meditation that I do every morning, and the siren just went off.
The siren is right near her house by Lucy Park.
And then I look to the window and I see it spinning, and so I was like freaking out.
She'd never heard or seen anything like it before, so she called the police.
They didn't know what was going on.
Then she texted friends.
And apparently no one had heard it. It was just me. So everybody was like making fun of me.
But she hadn't imagined it.
People are telling me that they heard it this morning also, like across town.
This footage was taken by Jessica Pichardo on the southwest part of town, not far from Lake Wichita and Memorial Stadium. Also early in the morning, around 7.
I was making some coffee and I just heard a really weird noise, and my dog kind of tilted her head and walked over to the door, and I just kind of looked out. It was far away at some points, and then it sounded like it was closer.
She isn't the only one trying to find out where it came from.
There's a log, and we can go back and check to see if anybody set them off. We don't have any information of that.
Today, Larry Wilkinson, the city's traffic engineering superintendent, sent out his crew to inspect the more than 50 sirens around town. They found nothing unusual.
So in turn, what we're doing at this time is we're going to call the manufacturer.
It doesn't help that the mysterious sirens add to this already eerie time of year.
You know, I watch a lot of horror movies, so obviously the first thing I'm thinking, especially with it being Halloween time, the first thing I was thinking was like, okay, you know, I don't know, martial law or zombie apocalypse or something like that.
Usually outdoor sirens are tested on the first Monday of every month. This isn't the case here. As a matter of fact, those with the traffic department say they're just as curious as everyone else to find out what's causing the sirens to go off. Live in Wichita Falls, Camille Connor, News Channel 6.
Steph said that it sounded like a whale, and
I would say it sounded like underwater moaning.
It was a very strange, screeching, metallic, grinding noise, pretty high pitch, about 5:30 in the morning, and woke me up.
That is so creepy. It was either moaning or howling, like sort of this long ooh sound.
A machine that needed oil, metallic, brakes on a car, but extremely loud.
This was before you got here. Yeah.
Now, I have seen the YouTube videos and Facebook posts about people hearing these noises elsewhere in the world, but again, I've never really attributed it to that at all. I've just like, oh, it's got to be something the airport is doing. Like, it has to be, right? I'm a scientist. There's a rational explanation for this.
I don't think there's any mystical answer. It's machinery, or you know, could have even been an aircraft that had real problems with brakes.
Oh gosh. Well, that's creepy as huh?
If there's something going on in the airport that's causing this, and it is quite loud and waking people up, you know, then there's actions that can be taken for that. If it's some other phenomenon, right. I think I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I'm not worried, just curious.
Same.
I don't know what the hell is it. I feel like it's more loud over here on the right side.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell is that? I swear, it sounds like a train is up in the sky.
I know.
It does not make any sense. A big roller coaster or something. I know that sounds crazy. crazy. That's not right. I think I'm nothing but Jesus. It's only the 22nd. In Hollywood, they always do dress rehearsals, always. That's why God had me learn about their ways as a child. Now I understand why He wanted me to learn about their ways.
Birden durdu.
That's so weird.
Birden durdu.
That sound is back. It's not as dark out as before, but as you can see, all the trees are still. There is no wind blowing, but that sound has started again. Here's some birds chirping. Maybe that sound is irritating the hell out of them. Okay, I think I hear a helicopter now, a plane, a little something flying in the air. Yeah, that's a plane flying by. Right there is a plane. That's a plane flying by. So now the plane is gone. Now you hear that other sound. This guy is making that noise again. I think people need to pay attention to this. You constantly hear that noise. And as you can see, the trees aren't moving, so it's not the wind. Wow. That is very powerful, whatever the hell it is. Some frequency sound or something, I don't know. Yeah, it'll go on for about 3 hours or so. Yep, the sound is back. Tell me what you think, people. What is that sound? What the hell is that?
It's coming for the sky.
Hey guys, there's clouds up there. I don't know if y'all hear that noise, but it keeps coming, and then it goes back, and then it comes back again. It's really creepy sounding. It's been doing that noise for the last few minutes. Guys, I have no idea what that is.
There's no plane, nothing.
it's really circling above us. What the heck was
So those were the top USNs, or unidentified strange noises, that our colleagues over at Enigma Seeker and I were able to find, for now. The phenomenon is relatively rare compared to UFOs, but we must ask this question. why don't UFOs traditionally produce any sounds? So I've gone through tens of thousands of UFO videos, and I will say that the vast majority of them, silence is one of the most commonly reported attribute of UFOs. So if some UFOs are creating USNs or other strange noises, why? Why would they do this? And understanding this idea will help us to better tell us what the nature is behind UFOs and USNs. If you have clear video or audio evidence, please send it in to contact@suspectsky.com, and we are happy to analyze it and post it on our channel as part of one of these compilation videos. Frankly, our hypothesis is that UFOs or something supernatural, perhaps you might adhere to the ultra-terrestrial hypothesis, or the high strangeness hypothesis, or perhaps my type 5 hypothesis, is that something from the sky is creating these strange, unidentified noises. Now, there are cases we must obviously ignore. These are cases where the emotional reaction of crowds doesn't match the footage, or where there are obvious candidates for producing odd noises late at night, such as a nearby factory. These cases include things like China and Hungary, where we've been able to fairly effectively debunk them. However, finding evidence of a UFO producing a USN, while it has been elusive, we do think that we have found a very interesting case in particular. This case has been presented on the documentary show entitled Missing in Alaska. This is Season 1, Episode 3, and it's called A UFO over Mount Hayes. This occurred back in 2015. In this case, we truly think the cause of this unidentified strange noise was its accompanying UFO.
Did you hear that? Came from over there.
What's going on out there?
Jax, Tommy, did you hear that? The noise that we heard was a deep, rumbling boom mixed with a high-pitched whiz. It definitely doesn't sound like anything you'd hear in nature.
You know, we're close to military base up here. Could have been something from there.
It's hard to say because it was an abstract sound. I'd never heard anything like that before. Well, you know, something hitting Mach. It makes a loud boom noise.
Like a sonic boom? Is that what you think? I don't know.
Well, it could have been. I don't know. You guys ready for a shift change? Yeah, I'm ready, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
All right, well, you guys go catch some winks.
Check out the camera over here.
Hey, look at that. A white ball of light over Mount Hayes. Holy holy cow.
The light over Mount Hayes isn't moving normally. It's changing directions abruptly, going from slow to fast in a blink of an eye. I don't know what to make of it.
Wow.
What is that?
When the day of Pentecost came, they were all together in one place. Suddenly a sound like the blowing of a violent wind came from heaven and filled the whole house where they were sitting. They saw what seemed to be tongues of fire that separated and came to rest on each of them. All of them were filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak in other tongues as the Spirit enabled them. Now there were staying in Jerusalem God-fearing Jews from every nation under heaven. When they heard this sound, a crowd came together in bewilderment, because each one heard them speaking in his own language.